Hello Gemini, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading for July 29th through August 4th, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Princess of Pentacles. You are, right now, at least a very practical person. I think that you're able to find all the resources that you need right now. It's almost as if there's some sort of magic happening around you where everything you need just seems to be right there when you need it. I think if it's not, you know how to create it. Right? You either have everything you need or you're able to acquire it. I feel that you're really working on building your life. I feel like you're very focused on your surroundings, like literally your surroundings. I feel like there's land around you, right? I don't know what that is. If you have a lot of land or you live on sort of an acreage, or if it's a farm or something like this, I feel there's a strong connection with the earth. This is kind of like your own private forest, And I think you have a lot of resources here. We could be talking about financial resources, okay? I feel like there's really, there's a wealth with you right now. And I feel that you're very interested in finding ways to make use of this wealth, right? You want to keep building. You want to build for other people. You want something that you can build that other people can come and enjoy with you. Yeah. So I feel like maybe we're kind of on almost a new mission now in life. Let's see what's going on here. Let's do some more cards. Let's put that into some context. Yeah, you've got plans. There's the Six of Swords. You've got a lot of plans here. And I think that you have the investments, the resources, you have maybe the financing, whatever it is that you need to put your plan into action. Maybe this is you starting a new business, right? Maybe this is you taking your business plan to banks or to investors or to other people to say, hey, this is my idea, and this is what I need to make it happen. And this is really, really good. I feel like this is something that is, maybe this is a huge step in your life's work. You're ready to start kind of building this thing. You're ready to start putting everything together. And I think maybe we're just acquiring the last few resources that we need. Okay, let's look under the surface here. Oh, nice. Empress energy. You're very much aware that life is a living process. Okay. So what you're building here, it may kind of, this really may just be, look, I'm building a barn, I'm building a house, I'm building a business. This is kind of the physical structure. This is the blueprint. And then of course, the building, the resources that we need, the lumber, right, to literally put it together. But you can build a building, but what really matters is the space inside of the building. What is it being used for? Who are the people that are going to come and occupy that building? So to have the Empress underneath everything is really you understanding that life isn't about the physical structures that we build. Now, maybe it's literally a barn, but it's not really about the things we do or the things we accomplish or the goals that we kind of achieve. It's about the living spirit of the thing. You can create this life according to your divine plan, according to this blueprint, but it really is about the relationships. It's about the interaction. And you know that life, it gives back to you what you put into it. The more you invest, the more you get the return, And so this is a living energy. This is kind of this, well, it's almost, I almost feel like you're building something that's not even really for you. It's something that you will enjoy, but maybe it's you like watching other people enjoy it. Maybe you're building a house for your kids, or, you're building a business that you're going to enjoy seeing other people come and enjoy your business. You're starting a restaurant. It's not for you to sit there and eat all day, I would. But it's about the joy and the love of bringing people together and feeding other people, right? So maybe there's something with food here. It's something that's meant to sort of take care of others. Yeah. And that, I think, is where you get a lot of satisfaction. I feel like you're naturally a nurturing person. Yeah. You may even have worked in healthcare. Between these two cards, it really does feel like a medical science, a healthcare sort of vibe. Whether you did that professionally or maybe it's, I don't know how that's really manifesting in your life, but I wouldn't be surprised if you did some sort of healthcare or caregiving activity, right? Either professionally or just as a volunteer or just in your personal private life even, okay? Because you're that kind of person. You get a lot of joy out of seeing others' joy, of creating joy for others. You get a lot of joy out of taking care of things, of people, pets, plants, It's very good energy. I like that. It makes me feel good just reading this energy. In the past position, a 7 of Swords, you weren't always certain about the plan. Maybe you had doubts, right? And we all have doubts. That's why I think that this is a really big moment for you, right? Where you have the finalized plans. It's kind of like you're the architect and you've been kind of revising and revising and revising and just kind of, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. Now it's perfect. Now we're just gathering the materials, gathering the resources, and we're ready to build. So this is a period of doubt in your past. And it's, it feels good to now be in the harmony and beauty of a 6. Because this is almost feeling as if it's a lost cause. Okay, that lost cause kind of energy. But nevertheless, you persisted. We see that Ace of Swords right down the middle of that card. Even though there were these doubts and these distractions, maybe there's a lot of criticism from other people, you persisted. You kept going. You said, no, I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to get it. I'll get it right. It'll work. It's going to happen someday, right? Well, I think it's happening now, so let's go. Let's do it. Let's keep this flowing here. Up above everything, of course, we've got an 8 of Pentacles. I like that we have a 6, a 7, and an 8. The 8, of course, is the nurturing tenderness of the Empress, right? And this is what you're growing. This is a business. This is a foundation. This is a charity. Maybe you're founding a library, or maybe you're building a hospital. I don't know, but it's something that's going to continue growing, right? This really could be even talking about the restaurant. That maybe this is something that's meant to just kind of continually to feed people. It's just every day we're doing something to nourish the world, to make the world a better place, right? Maybe this is, maybe you're starting some sort of a healing thing. Maybe you're doing Reiki. Maybe you're doing acupuncture, crystal healing, anything like this. Maybe you're going into counseling, family counseling, emotional counseling, drug counseling, right? Your focus is on helping people, healing people perhaps, and that's making a difference in the world, right? If you're not doing something like that, maybe you should be. Maybe this week is really about you putting the finishing touches on your plans and getting this thing going, right? Starting to build this, or maybe it's already been built. Maybe now it's kind of time to open the doors, right? There's the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups is a very dreamy card. It's almost swooning in the emotions, in the pleasure of things. I think that as this moves forward, as you progress into your future here, it's going to feel like a dream. That's what it seems like. It's almost too perfect that it feels unreal. Especially with the Six of Swords and that Empress energy and this very good Earth energy, it feels like a dream. It feels like a dream come true, right? When you walk through the, building of your restaurant, it's going to feel surreal, right? This is very real, very practical, and this is something that feels like you're floating through a dream. And it's all part of the plan, right? It's all part of the divine plan for you. I think this is very good, even if it's not food related or medical related. It's something, right, that is meant to kind of to change the world, maybe kind of like one person at a time, And it really is wonderful. It feels unreal. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to put Frankenduck right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it's very supportive of the channel, and I appreciate that. And we need all the help we can get these days, so I appreciate you. Let's take a look at the general energy now in the path of the Serpent. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, of course. It's time to get this thing going. This is the ending of a phase, the beginning of the next phase. Maybe this was the building phase, or maybe it was the planning phase, right? Now it's time to really get things going. Your future awaits you, right? And it feels like a dream, but hey, it's, when you're showing up every day and you're doing the hard work here, it's going to feel very, very real, okay? This is something that is going to give you a lot of, I think, financial prosperity. It's going to take care of you, right? Physically, financially, as much as you're taking care of others and you're making a difference in the world, this business, whatever this is, this situation is going to take care of you and make a difference in your life. And that's part of the promise of the Empress, okay? The Four of Cups. These two cards are connected in the Dove and Serpent spread. This is kind of what's within you, and this is what is kind of going on externally. In this way, you have to allow yourself to receive this. Okay? Sometimes the Four of Cups is us just like, I don't want to move. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I want to stay right here where I am because, there's no risk and things are comfortable here. It's almost as if you don't want to enjoy this too much. Because what if it really is a dream? What if it is not real? What if you get your hopes up so high and then it fails? It turns out to fall through. Something doesn't work out, right? So you're trying to temper your joy here. Okay? We're trying not to get carried away by all of this pleasure and joy, and you want to jump for joy, right? It feels like a dream, but there's that worry of what if it really is a dream? So I think that these two cards really, they're quite different, I think we have to allow ourselves to feel good about this because it is good and it's going to be good. If there is an obstacle, it'd be the Ace of Wands. And as an obstacle, it doesn't really make sense, right? That is illumination, that is consciousness, that is the big idea, that is the inspiration, right, to keep going. I think what this is, and especially between the Ace and the Four of Cups, I think it's really your reluctance to take the credit for what you're doing. It's almost like you're trying to just kind of be humble and not take the pride, not take the credit, not take the recognition. But with that Empress energy, the Four of Cups, you deserve it. You've done this. This was your plan. This was your effort, right? This is your future. And you deserve to be proud of yourself and pat yourself on the back for this. You deserve to feel the joy of this. Allow yourself to get your hopes up a little bit. There's still risk involved. There's still a lot of hard work in front of you. But if there's if there's no joy in it, you're not going to be able to sustain it. So allow yourself to feel proud of yourself. Yeah. And of course there's risk. If there's no risk, there would be no reward. But just because the future is, let's say, a little bit uncertain, it always will be, doesn't mean that you can't enjoy what you have while you're doing it, because I think that actually helps to create the desired outcome. Of course, we've got a seven of Pentacles here. So in that same kind of thought, it's as if we don't really want to feel this too much or enjoy this too much or take too much pride or really even be kind of happy because, well, what if it doesn't work out? This is the card of failure. What if it fails? Right? What if it's no good? What if people don't like the food you're cooking? What if your attempts to heal people people don't like it? It doesn't work. What if it makes people feel worse? I don't know. We have these doubts and these thoughts. Goes right back to that Seven of Swords that we had yesterday, right, or in the past. And I see that we're still it's still there. It's still affecting us, those doubts, those what ifs. And it prevents us from really enjoying this to the fullest. Okay? This is also, I think, a very positive card because this is telling me that people will always need healing. People will always need food. People always need nourishment. You're providing a service to people that is really in demand. It will always be in demand. Okay? That's why, I mean, restaurants, everyone thinks, I'm going to start a restaurant. Everybody needs to eat, right? And so the market's kind of, saturated with restaurants. But it's true in that way, that you're providing a service that everybody needs. Okay? So we have the 7, but we're fulfilling that need, we're making it the 8. So it's the idea here of healing or feeding people or making a difference, improving the lives, alleviating suffering. Right? I mean, you could be doing something you could be doing some kind of job training. You could be getting people, ready to enter the workforce. You could be a teacher even with this energy. You're fulfilling a need that is out there and will always be there. But of course, there is the risk. What if yours is one of those many restaurants that don't work out, right? For a million different reasons. Well, these are those million different reasons. But not any of these reasons, singularly or collectively, are enough to prevent you from doing this, from putting all of your heart and soul into this, from living the dream. And I think it's going to be perfect. I think you have all of the right energies on your side. You have a little bit of the humility, a little bit of the doubt, and the questions, that are going to keep you on your toes, to keep you looking for ways to improve, a way to stand out from the crowd. And I think that's the Ace of Wands too. What's making this restaurant different than all of the other millions of restaurants? This is your own particular genius, your own particular flavor and flair. Right? You're putting your soul into this, and that's what makes it different, and that's what makes it unique. Okay? And that's the important thing to remember, that you have to get yourself fired up. You have to accept the joy and be proud of yourself, because that's going to bring out your unique personality and make this restaurant different than the rest. Okay? So it's all tied in together. Let's take a look at the mystery card. Thank you, Frank and Duck. I would like to see, do we need water or do we need earth? What do we think? Interesting that this is the only major arcana card that we have. Maybe we need one more. Maybe we need the Lover's card, your power card. Maybe we need the universe. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking major arcana, but I like having the Empress as the only one. Because this is everything. This is the only one we really need. This is joy, the success, the beauty, the pleasure of it, the healing nature of it, the kind of ongoing process of growth, right? This really has everything we need. So I'm thinking maybe we just want to see some of the success. Maybe we want to see a 6 of Pentacles or 9 or a 10 of Pentacles even, right? Let's see what we have. The Chariot. Interesting. Chariot. Now we've got the Empress and the Chariot. Both of these are very kind of maternal energies, right? Both of them are very, well, maybe this is a food truck, you know? Both of these are very devoted to the bringing forth of life, the commitment to life, the commitment to growth, right? So I think the Chariot really in this case is your ongoing, continued progress, not because of, you know, it's not just we see the success and we get addicted to that success. Okay, the money's good, therefore I'm happy and I'm going to keep doing it. Well, what about when the money's not so good? Things fluctuate. Then we lose hope. Then we lose our confidence and our commitment. No, because you're committed to something higher than that. You're committed to this idea, this Empress, this 8 of Pentacles idea of helping people, of being of service, of providing something that people need, of making a difference in people's lives, either singularly or collectively. That's the higher principle that you're devoted to, and that's going to keep you motivated and operating at a very high level of quality. The money's going to come and go. There'll be good months, bad months, whatever. It'll all even out at the end, right? But what keeps you going is your commitment to the higher principles here. The higher true reason why you're doing all of this. Not for the money, not for the fame, right? It's your commitment and devotion to making a difference, to helping people, to healing people, feeding people, whatever it is. Educating people, maybe, yeah. This is good. If you do have some sort of business or enterprise that you would like to promote, leave a comment. Put your website down in there. Put the name of your business. Go ahead. Right? Go ahead and self-promote down in the comments. I love that. And I'll check out what you're doing too. If you don't want to, that's fine too. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to watch that, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Gemini Mondays. Bonus readings on Fridays. Be sure to watch both. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's free. All right. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know what your enterprise is. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.